langzaam worden loopt.
Jesus fucking Christ. How are you, Yannick?
Yeah, that's much better.
Alright, there you go. You're happier with that one.
That's much better.
Alright.
How am I?
Yeah, looking good, Yannick. How are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. We're here in lovely Budapest. Weather is hot as always, and track is greasy. But no, it's good fun. I like the place. I like the track. Should be good here.
Our managers are on track this time, so we're not allowed to fuck around anymore. So yeah, just be aware if you see him somewhere on track or somebody rips the camera out of your hand, it's probably him. And if he doesn't find his interviews very, very interesting, then yeah, I tend to put the blame onto you guys with your new project and Drive to Survive, whatever you guys are doing out here. But he's definitely not impressed. He thinks that you guys are responsible for my performance. So I'd be careful with your testicles. Really.
Well, one thing is for sure: if you mess something up, you're gonna hear that for the rest of your life. Every time. Every time. I mean,
if you make a mistake, you will hear that for a long time.
There was
that's for sure.
one weekend last year where we both had a bad start on the same weekend, and
it was one day after
he
another.
absolutely exploded. You know, like one bad start is already, you know, not acceptable for him. Two bad starts, it was, oh my god, yeah. We have to hear that all the time.
That's true. And then he said he would teach us how to put our right foot down in a manner when you see the green light, put your foot down. And that has been the motto. That has been the motto of our motivation since then.
So I think it's good if somebody's really there. Just like our main engineer is kind of the same in that regard, and I really appreciate that because he makes sure you perform at your best with that, and
that is true.
The only way forward.
That is true. Him and the engineer, they do get along very well.
It's almost nice to each other.
Almost way too suspicious about how nice they are to each other.
I feel for you and all that.
No. I don't feel you. I don't.
I think we're almost there.
Yeah, it looks like we're here.
Is that sure?
Yeah, there is.
Welcome to the 4th GT Open round at the sunny Hungaroring. Under an oppressive summer heat, all teams are preparing for the upcoming sprint races. Once again, countless fans have flocked to the track. How will the team of CBRX perform?
I was not in Spa, and when I see the temperatures, I was really afraid about it.
You look at this data from Spa?
I look everything. Yeah. I look the run sheet, I look the data, and then I look the result. What was the result?
Somebody sent you a run sheet?
Yes.
Who was this?
But I don't know how we can achieve something.
You know, some days you are the statue, other days you are the picture.
Okay. For the 54 this weekend, I expect we do the other way around. We start with Dexter from the starting position, and he do the first qualifying. It's really hard for them with really less track time, but I expect some safety cars, and that's why I like to have him first in the car to get the benefit when Yannick gets in the car that we can achieve a better effort out of it. It's risky, I know, but yeah, sometimes we have to change the strategy.
Yeah.
You agree with that, or?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. We'll put that in motion. We'll get on with stuff, see how it goes, and we'll see how things go tomorrow.
Hello, Yannick. I like the Hungaroring. Sorry, Hungaroring.
Chinese.
I like the Hungaroring a lot. It's a really nice, old school flowing track. Much more narrow and twisty than the usual track. So quite different in its characteristics. Still a lot of fun to drive, but the challenge that comes with that is that it's almost impossible to overtake if you're not a lot faster than the car in front, and even then it's quite a challenge.
How do you prepare yourself for the race on Saturday?
That's my manager. Here he comes to make sure that we're not fucking around there. Come on, come in here, 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 come in here. Look at him. That is my manager right there. Come on in here. Come on in here. Sorry, I had to turn it around.
Oh man. There's always a limited amount of strategy you can have in these GT Open sprint races because the stints are relatively short for each driver. It usually comes down to, let's say, some factor of luck with the safety car, especially in Pro-Am, less so if you have a Pro Constellation, for example, but since there is it's uneven between the Pros and the Ams, it really depends at what time in the race you get a safety car or not. And so yeah, it's a bit of a gamble factor there, but I think it also makes it really exciting for the public.
The moment we've all been waiting for is here. The first race is about to start. During a wet qualifying this morning, Dexter Muller qualified on P14 in the Pro-Am class, showing a strong personal performance against the pro drivers. Let's see if the strategy of the CBRX team will work out.
And here at Hungary, we're going to put pedal to the metal, and it is go, 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 go! Great start for Dominic Bowman.
Here we go. I made the start in race 1. This is going into corner 2. There's a bit of chaos in corner 1. And now 2 people have flown off the track, 3 people have flown off the track. Yeah, now we're going into essentially what should be flat. More people have gone off the track, so trying to survive.
One squeezes on the right and another one just changes its direction on braking in front. It's always nice. But yeah, a lot of positions gained and hell of a starting lap from Mr. Miller.
Cool. No, Kiki's my boy. I like him. He's a good guy. We're not competing in the same category. He had the run on me, for part of the race. He was doing very well, and just into the chicane, he got past me. And he was very grateful. But it was on his own merit. He did very well, and he ended up in podium, I think, in first place. So congratulations, man. Well done.
That was cool. I was going side by side with a competitor in a very, flowing fast bit, and he just gave me just enough room. I wasn't quite sure whether he pushes me on the grass or not, but I was committed, but had a little bit of hesitation, but then was close enough next to him to make a move in the next corner, so that felt pretty nice.
All of a sudden the heavens opened, and we ended up in a very unusual situation which I've never seen in Hungary. It started to rain very, very heavily, and I think quite late into the race, so it was all a bit questionable what was going to happen.
It's always a tricky one because you can see the drops on the windscreen. You know it's going to get slippery at some point, but you don't know when exactly. And then at some point, immediately starts to get slippery. And you always kind of try to figure out when that point will kick in. You can gain a lot if you get it better than others. But it can also go quickly wrong, so it's quite an exciting phase of a race.
The first race ends with a P9 finish. Both drivers gave it their all, gaining 5 positions, but just missed out on points. Tomorrow, the second race awaits with new hopes for a strong result. Welcome to the second race this weekend. Track conditions have been stable, allowing the teams to further fine-tune their setups in this morning's qualifying. This time, Yannick Mettler will be starting from P3 in the Pro-Am category.
We are racing in Budapest, and not a great launch made by the pole sitter. Vincent Avril gets the jump on young Dono straight away, but standing his ground is the Ferrari Challenge champion, but 3 wide, and he gets a tag. Does Vincent Avril from Haase behind him, and collected in all of that was the championship leading Mercedes.
So this is start by Yannick, and approaching corner 1, a lot of different moving around, and one car for sure, went out in the first corner and lost the entire back bumper. And yeah, I think Yannick got squeezed out a little bit, or squeezed into the corner by the Porsche. Yeah, it was pretty tricky to keep it all together. And it looks, I don't know, how many wide? 4 wide, is it? Wow, yeah. Well, lucky to get out of that, but well driven by Yannick Medler.
This is what has happened. Oh my goodness me. So Morten Stromsted, some sort of brake failure perhaps. There he is, 54, Yannick Medler just hopping out. In goes Dexter Müller.
A bright yellow Audi overshooting. Passing him and then missing the apex. And then he got him back. It's cool. He had his elbows out, fighting. But the Audi had the upper hand and was on the inside for the next corner, so eventually got him. But yeah, well done. It was good fighting spirit there.
The second race did not meet the Carbahn Raceworks drivers' expectations after an early safety car phase thwarted their strategy. They fought hard to defend a crucial championship point, however, finishing in P8.
With high regards, it was one of my better races this season. My performance was much better, but the competition is very stiff. I will say that. It's very, very, very tricky to do that. I underestimated them. So let's try. That's all we can do.
It's kind of like a process in the background, and it doesn't necessarily reflect itself in the results always. So it's one thing what you walk away with, but it's another thing how you're progressing as a team and where you're heading. And I think we're heading in a good direction. So I'm still positive, still many races to go, and I trust in our team and us as drivers, and I know eventually we'll get there.